Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating case study in food innovation. We're going to look at how one company, Suprabhathaa Foods, is taking a traditional, beloved meal and just completely flipping it on its head for today's health-focused world. So let's break down how they're pulling this off.
I mean, this is the real question, isn't it? We're talking about staples like idli and dosa. These are foods that are literally a part of the daily routine for millions of people. So how do you add something new and exciting without messing with the tradition that everyone knows and loves? It's a real tightrope walk between keeping it familiar and making it feel fresh.
And right here, this is the answer Suprabhathaa Foods gives us, straight from their mission statement. See, it's not just about selling a product, it's a whole philosophy. The goal is to nail three things: keep the amazing taste, seriously boost the health benefits, and wrap it all up in an innovative package. And that simple sentence really sets the stage for their entire strategy.
Okay, so let's start by looking at the core idea behind this whole launch. What a modern spin on tradition actually looks like when you put it into practice.
Now, the key thing to understand here is that they aren't just trying to create a new flavor. They are tapping into a huge shift in how we think about food. People are looking for what they call functional foods, food that does more than just fill you up. We want natural ingredients. We want to know it's genuinely good for us. And hey, we love food that looks as good as it tastes. This whole thing is about injecting a daily staple with real, tangible benefits and some serious visual pop.
So that's the strategy, but what does this innovation actually look and taste like? Let's get into the new product lineup itself to see how this big idea comes to life.
And here they are, 3 totally distinct new batters. And each one is designed to offer something completely unique. We've got beetroot, then this really intriguing one called Aparajita, and a super rich nuts and kesar blend. Right off the bat, you can see this is a huge departure from the standard batter you'd find on the shelf. Now, let's break down exactly what's inside each of these, and, more importantly, why these specific ingredients were chosen. This is where the strategy gets really interesting. Okay, this is where you can really see the genius in what they're doing. Each product has a super clear, distinct purpose. The beetroot batter? That's all about physical health. Iron for stamina, right? But it also creates this vibrant pink color. That's just smart marketing. The color itself screams health and novelty. Then there's the Aparajita batter, which uses the blue butterfly pea flower. It's a superfood known for antioxidants, and it gives the food this incredible, calming blue color. And finally, the nuts and kesar version. That one's all about a more luxurious experience, promising a royal taste and an energy boost. Each one tells its own little story. So, creating an innovative product is one thing. That's a huge step. But the next critical question is always, how do you actually get it into your customers' hands? So let's take a look at their go-to-market plan. They're hitting this from all angles, what we call a multi-channel approach. For people who like to do their traditional shopping, they've partnered with a major supermarket chain, Ratnadeep. Super smart. For all of us who love convenience, there's a direct-to-consumer website. And this last part really shows they're thinking ahead. A dedicated mobile app is on the way. They're literally meeting customers wherever they are, in the store, on their computer, and pretty soon, right at their doorstep. And of course, no modern product launch would be complete without a really compelling offer to drive that initial trial and, create some serious buzz. And wow, they are not messing around here. A huge 50% discount. This is a classic, super powerful incentive, and it's designed to do one thing: get people to act now. By limiting it to the first 100 online customers, they create that feeling of scarcity and urgency. It's all about rewarding those crucial early adopters who are then going to go out and create that word-of-mouth buzz on day one. But they don't stop there. What about everybody else who missed that first wave? Well, for anyone who missed that initial rush, there's a secondary offer with a coupon code. This is so important. It makes sure that the momentum doesn't just die off, and it makes sure that every single potential customer still feels like they're getting a great deal. That's absolutely critical for getting wider adoption right after a launch. So when it's all said and done, this whole case study leaves us with one massive question. Suprabhathaa Foods is making a big bet. They're betting that we're all ready to embrace a new version of our everyday classics, one that's healthier, way more colorful, and just works harder for us. So is this just a cool, niche trend? Or is this the very beginning of a fundamental shift in how we think about the most traditional foods on our plate?